I feel like this is the best my team's ever been, so I should be playing well, you know?
It's just a struggle.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL.
Honestly, if he stopped playing, if we voted to stop playing right now,
the scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike
I was like, okay, we had a good run, man.
Both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
He beat the Express, though. Pretty bad. So.
That's his boy, though. So they probably been playing each other forever. And he probably knows him like a book.
Yep. How Fort been?
It's been Fort.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just so quick.
That was last time?
What a terrific play.
That was last time.
Holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here.
I played late.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
He ain't watching.
Let's face it, Dad, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well.
Was he being
if you don't
phoned,
tackle
Joe?
him as soon as he catches the ball,
Nah,
this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle in a whole
wow.
Exactly.
Are you serious?
Really
I got 99s out here. Why are y'all taking that ball?
After the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
That is pissing me off.
So after the incompletion on first, now
I've
second
been playing a lot of man coverage this year, and that's why I've been getting cooked.
It's so disappointing, man. Coverage the last two Maddens. Actually, I can't say that. I trust the man coverage. I'm for this Madden. I don't trust.
And the hit
Son, this Madden,
it's incomplete.
Garbage.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation,
I feel like man coverage, you had that shit locked.
Bad decision as well, and I think that's what we just saw.
Like I would be knowing it's coming, and
he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you Laddie?
He called me Laddie, and that's the nicest thing he called me.
This Madden definitely.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
And we talk about players blitzing.
See, honestly,
all the time.
that play just happened.
I often laugh and sometimes call just straight ahead pursuit.
Son, you do quick slant. Something should be over.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They all out blitz.
High point pass. Yeah, because all out blitzing because you can high point pass.
Yep.
But quick slants is so useless anywhere else. It's just retarded.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
I remember like
give him 4
back in the
yards
day, I don't
second and 6.
But like a couple Madden's ago, slants was the go-to, but everybody always ran. That was it, bro. I'm gonna try to catch him right here.
And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Son, that is garbage, Madden. James, can you please look and see why somebody tapping me that fast on the mesh play?
These two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows?
Son,
this could wind up being the difference.
What? Son,
around the 12. And a nice return
I don't understand.
4 rushers
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played.
My left tackle was a 97 overall, bro. What the hell am I supposed to do?
If it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
I swear.
Wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff?
Your right tackle and your right guard.
We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time.
I could tell because I backed up to throw a slant route, bro. A slant route. I mean, not a slant route, a drag route.
There's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
I don't know what it is, but I feel like Miles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's just, yeah. That made no sense. There's no logic there as to why the right guard or the right tackle didn't make any contact with the one player of the team.
They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Figured out all of a sudden.
Yeah, I've been seeing he's been playing pretty tough.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Figuring it all out.
I hate playing with him because I know he's running back be a key piece. Look at them both going out, bro. Look at that.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pick.
I knew it was coming, son.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Not even
Back to throw now on first down. Trying to lay one up.
Give me that.
Team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson.
Hey, son, he's running with that ball all out. Man, this time, McCoy.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot.
I don't know what it is regular season. I be trying to run the ball and it just don't.
Chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action, it's so pointless.
They'll look to throw.
Never get blocking on the side.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35.
Son.
And he is able
Never,
to take
bro.
this
Son, I have my sacks
territory.
because I can't.
It's a big play.
Like, they be play. I do a lot of play action plays. And I
61
just run right into it. Or somebody just
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all
they
the
be
way
standing
to the red
there
zone
waiting
now
for
first and 10.
without your right tackle making any kind of contact on you.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh,
powers through.
okay.
And he can't find anywhere.
I don't understand why they make.
And he goes down.
Someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came
I don't know why they
in the
made
top 5.
quarterbacks break tackles because they don't let you throw afterwards. You get the longest.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Cover 3. Lovato touchdown right here.
They'll drop to throw.
What a catch!
Take it in. Touchdown, Packers. As his guys are in for 6. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6.
Him and somebody else in the league. I think tight.
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got
They play cover 3 flat on third and long. Like hard flat on third down and long. So that's how I just know Bama's don't know what they're doing.
That man fly route, go.
Like I know the Lions go-to play on like third down when it's like third down and plus 10. He does cover 3 hard flat.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup,
Get him, man.
create it, exploit it, and try to move the ball.
Receiver complete. And they finally do get it, but not before he reaches the 27.
I don't like playing DK,
A
man.
big play there for Detroit.
Not for the obvious
48
reasons.
yards.
This team is just way too dangerous, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right
I don't know how
the
you can
20-yard
stop
line.
it like that every time.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Bro, I'm trying to do the unthinkable.
Now back to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Why?
He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down.
Wow. That's terrible.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage.
So he was 84 last year?
A loss of a full 3 yards.
He was 84 last year?
Down. And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score
Oh, I
touchdowns
thought you
against
said
this unit.
82.
You're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
That's kind of crazy, bro.
It wouldn't be bad if I had like people to kind of like offset them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Double this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Low 80s? Mike Evans?
Able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, Madden's regression making no sense as always.
Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown.
I don't do that.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are in for 6.
So you still don't think you can rock with 86 speed, bro?
And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
I mean, I would if if all of his catching attributes were still in the 90s, I would. But now that his catching attributes aren't in the 90s, it's like it's no point. It's like
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away.
Better catching skills.
And faster.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs.
I'm telling you,
so they've got to make sure
my
they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely.
prediction is that that's all that matters. Not all, but that's catching traffic.
Flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
I definitely think it's a big factor, for sure.
Following the penalty, it's Geis.
There was a YouTube video. They were manipulating him with all the stats, and that was the biggest
nice
one.
Chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Made a difference, and also just all the wide receivers that I have personally.
So be it, but
those ones who
get a couple of first
had the high
downs,
catch
run some
gravity.
plays, run some clock,
Well, I don't know,
allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little
They
bit.
do better
after
things
you
than my
just
bad
gave up a
wide
score.
receivers. So.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll run out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your
This
team's
is good.
calendar.
This Lions
You
down
circle
right
the
now.
Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt, that's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And that'll set him back 5.
I was the
Full
most,
start backs him up 5.
I was
First
the
and
most
15.
effective this year by I couldn't, like, not being able to develop.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
The fact that I couldn't get him to
Top tier.
Yeah, to be top tier right alongside Deron Payne, that shit was killer. But,
Why was that?
I mean,
This is the dead thing.
because he wasn't getting any stats to keep his development trade up.
I don't know how people develop D-line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He's not
And
enough
it's caught
to
right at the
suffice
10-yard line.
whatever else
That one goes for 24 yards.
stupid requirements
And
are.
he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
So dumb.
He played slot corner for me all season, which was fine, but I mean, he never peaked over 80 overall.
Another shot
Never over
from the
80?
9 on 2nd
Yeah,
and goal.
so just never getting any stats. I had him in quick development
Out of the gun.
after
They'll
the
look to
first
throw.
season, and then he
Steps
fell back
away
down
this left.
after
Well,
the
the
second
stop will
season.
come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So then I had to go get 2 old head corners.
That was a boss move, though.
It was, because it definitely changed everything for me on defense to have 2 aware corners who were, still good at the time when I got there.
They run with Geis. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
That was a big, turning point move.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points,
Yeah, because
tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
I feel like that was a hard move to make because we all want young studs. But to be like, I can't get one right now, but I'm not just going to suffer. Especially with BK. While he had 390 wide receivers at one point. You had to do something. So.
And I can't even spend time to develop young corners.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
I feel like when I team select that,
than when you're trying to
what I
figure
look
out how
for
to
the
fix
most.
things
Like,
there.
it's not necessarily groups of players. It's, do I have a position that I trust? Do I have a position of players that don't necessarily developing? Because for Packers, Aaron Rodgers, I didn't have to do QB drills, so that was huge. So I can work, and I knew I didn't have a running back, so I knew offensive and wide receivers. That's what I was doing.
Back to throw here.
Tackle.
Throw here, that's complete. No gain that time on the completion.
Kind of for the Packers,
Pass complete.
they didn't have really linebackers.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
So all
Yeah,
Bucks,
you
what
do,
I
don't
was
you,
doing
except on the
was.
stats. Throwing the ball.
Oh no, they had D-line because I had Mo Wilkins,
But still,
Mike Daniels, and Kenny Clark.
Okay.
So I was doing linebacker and corners.
They've
Like
been okay.
that
2
was
for
it.
3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd
Please
and 1
don't run.
situation.
Right here. Please don't let the quarterback scramble.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
He's short. He's short.
And he'll get
Run that
this
ball,
only
boy.
up to about the 35. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team.
I didn't
as
really
it's
have that
4th
with
down.
Redskins.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive
develop it
tackle,
all
but what he lacks in
four-
size, he
all four
definitely makes
levels
up for it in
of
his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Young defensive
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line
I guess
here.
linebacker,
So
but
possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll
my
be Packer
linebackers are all
football here.
established
First
guys,
down and 10.
Kerrigan, Zach Brown, Mason Foster, but I didn't end up sticking with them though. Like I had Kerrigan as long as I could, but he wasn't really doing anything.
Yeah.
He had one good season for me, and that was it really. He was never like a dominant pass rusher for me. I was doing enough, especially not to justify me sticking with the 3-4. And then I never really got him help on the opposite side because Preston Smith, I couldn't do anything.
They start on the ground with Geis.
Yeah, the problem with that Redskins, like you just said, it was, well, of course, my right tackle.
Decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
Those linebackers, like, by the time you got rid of them,
the guys who just gave up that play.
you needed to get new ones. So, like, I don't know. I guess they didn't last you long enough. And that thing, they need to last you to, like, season 4, yeah. So you can establish everybody else and then just go all linebackers.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got room to run past the 20. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Look at this real quick.
Partner, as a
Look at my
quarterback,
ACL.
sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Wait,
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 12 yards.
Yeah, Quentin Dunbar really helped me because I couldn't. I guess I could. I was doing TV drills, but it was so hard to find a corner. And he just was my slot guy the whole time. Until this last defense, honestly.
First down. He's going to air one out.
and
that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at it second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
The Sheriff was ass until I moved from the center.
So who ended up being good for you? Just
back to throw now on second and 10.
Oh wait, on my O-line? Or are you just meaning, on my O-line? The Sheriff. After I moved
He
from the
chucks
center,
this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10.
yeah, especially with all.
They'll look to throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared
I
Davis.
get that should be a pick because he went there and he looked it and Davis is fast.
That's now a second interception.
But I just don't think he should be fast enough to run down the field with that wide
He has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? He's having to run with a running back or a tight end. In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Oh, I think you drafted really well.
Disruptive early on as they force another
at the end of the day.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
There's no pass rushing outside linebackers.
They'll set up a throw, and his throw here is incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
The one I got,
they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Like, he wasn't, honestly, he's not great.
After the incompletion. He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety can't knock that one free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort
to
to
get
get his
like
hand on that
70.
one, knock it away, and brings
Mid-low
up a fourth
70s.
down
So I was able to get that up. So. Oh, shit. I told myself I'm never letting this man return again.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
So this
Green Bay getting ready to go.
This Bama has no, because his agility is 99 or something like that.
Just any interception.
He's fumbled.
A bit more cautious when you start that next drive.
3 times already
out the window.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
I just wish there was some kind of fucking...
A boost here to start the drive after the penalty. It's 1st and 5.
A fucking #1 overall pick to get him and for them to be feasible.
Yeah, I know, man. That kind of crushed everybody. Come on, controller bugging out. What the hell?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Yeah, my guy Carlos.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to fire one deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown!
I never got anybody with high development.
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6. As a former DB,
I think they made devs too overpowering.
Those are the plays they dream of.
Correct.
Like, if they were normal dev, you couldn't do shit with them, bro. They were basically like a rotational backup.
And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one
Way
away.
too much. There were some good players, though. Especially in certain positions,
it's out of the back of the
you can't do nothing about.
Touchback.
Like,
so out now come the Lions.
I was just lucky. D-line is the way it was because I couldn't develop D-line on you.
101, the trade expression 101. Win first down.
All my development took 4 seasons to develop.
2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football.
All of
get
them.
behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Dice sent me a guy, KJ Lewis, but he just didn't want to move to this team.
The beauty of being able to play a zone
That
defense
ended
when you
up,
can sit back
like a
and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of muddle
Those
in the middle
forever
of the
to
field
develop.
where you go make
I
the
had to
football.
work with what I got. Come on, I was there.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. This quarterback now 8 of 15.
Bama's online be like, oh,
here.
you know, but like the max means like middle fire blitz. Give me this.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy.
But I can count on half of my hand how many pick sixes I have this year. think I'm really only might have
That's
one.
a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Or pirouetting instead of running down the field. I never get. I swear I never get. I never get fixed.
Get the ball.
But it looked like a Packer. Packer was able to get this
I always
back,
run into
and they'll
players.
indeed keep
Like my players don't block. They block me instead of blocking.
As they call a timeout, as they'll talk things over
offensive
prior
players
to this upcoming second
Nah, I know what
down
you mean.
play.
And then I trip. I end up like tripping and falling all the time. That's what happens to me. The camera turn hasn't been the worst part of it lately. It's been just, yeah, like I'll run into somebody and then my dude starts stumbling and I can't recover.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half.
That's definitely me. I'm just like, the defensive dudes do not know how to block. This is about to be a touchdown.
On play action, they'll throw.
John Lilly,
He's going to look deep down the field.
they pick six and whatever they want.
Gee,
man. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there.
I told you, bro. Third, long coverage, cover 3 hard flat. And that dude, probably my dude, probably wide open.
Tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And an incomplete.
You're not just about to just throw it deep.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
This is not.
Partner, they're going to continue to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
And I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you see.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers.
I was kind of nervous
as
before
they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
You fuck around and lose this game here. If I don't know how to run the ball. Uh-oh, Neo Ravens versus John Lilly?
Nah, he might be switching to the whatchamacallit.
No.
After the sack, they'll come up
Damn.
now 3rd and long.
That's the last thing I
wouldn't be
need.
surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they look to throw.
That is
That's
fucking.
Madden
is trash.
A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit.
The ball.
Pass interference.
I guess it wasn't
that series of downs for them.
Oh my God, game.
Sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
He did not.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't.
Bro, did you see the play before that?
Nah, this is play before.
Son, it was 3rd down and long. His QB threw a duck and he got hit. And since he was running a streak route. You saw it? Son, he ran a streak route, so his dude turned to the ball, and I couldn't react as soon as he turned. I nudged him, bruh. Bro, stop just sitting in there.
Back at the 8-yard line.
We love this game.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
We need help. We need to.
The Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Look at that.
And for the 3rd
I was going to swap, but
half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will return this one
this
to
dude's
the
going to throw up. Go route.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an
Am I crazy the other day from my argument with
what's going on with your scheme?
What?
Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit.
Oh, the SWAT thing?
So first and 10 now.
Son, Millie's rapping, bro. Ain't nobody in their right mind.
They go back to the air here.
I think he just knew he was. I just think he.
Give me that shit, bitch.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I just think he knew he was getting so he was just saying whatever.
So he was rapping because you play to win the game, bro. You don't play to like, oh, maybe my dude will go up a damn if I start. Now, if I go in with my season goal, it's like, no matter what, I need this X player to get hella deflections, and like that is my goal, then I'll do it, but I've never done that because it's not natural.
Right.
You see the ball, somebody threw a dumbass play, bro, you're going for the pick.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they will play this.
Who else was co-signing? It was somebody co-signing.
Find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide
I remember it was somebody co-signing.
Yeah.
And just 25 seconds.
I think it was more of a troll though. It wasn't like a serious, but they kept like egging it on.
So fast.
They're really still throwing the ball. You just see it goes. I'm gonna kick this shit off. Fuck it. Wow!
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
That's what I get. I should have swatted it. That's what the fuck would I get. I'll take it.
They'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
I'll take it, man. I should have. I was being greedy. But it's niggas like this that get me greedy. Because, like, this nigga just throwing go routes.
That's a side play.
They'll give it to him right up the gut.
Nothing doing there. They're going to line up holding him at the 2.
Yeah,
verticals out of that formation where it says it's 3 wide receivers, a tight end, and a running back, but it'd be 5 wide. And then he just gets you frustrated. You start throwing deep with him.
No, man, thank you. Knock that shit out of there.
He dropped it in the end
so yeah, side done got me frustrated many of times.
Yep.
Through a couple of plays, his Green Bay defense is held
strong. So that one time, you seen it? That one time,
they'll set up to throw.
God, he got that one. Where's my blue? Where's my safety though, man? I guess he's on the other side. Okay.
And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer.
Trash, man.
This could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball.
Yeah, me and Ty got into that one time.
So what you're saying is,
I'm like,
if they take the ball down to
I remember that night. It was late. I think I ran like 4 or 5 screens. Like, and the only reason I ran them because they were working so well, bro.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
They were working so well. So I was like, all right, I'm going to keep running, man. And 4 or 5 is not even that bad. And then when that man had the audacity to come in the chat talking about you run a screen, I'm like, after the gameplay you be playing, bro? No. So I was like, all right, you want bitch? I'm just going to keep running screens all day. That wasn't the right decision, but still, bro.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, shit. I swear to God, if this is a pick six, I'm like, man.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break.
I'm assuming we're not playing 2K tonight.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the
I'm for it.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
By the time you get back, I'll be ready.
Looking to extend that
lead. All right, man.
All right, we'll see.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try to stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dumps it off for Geis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Geis with a carry on second down. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. They'll check it down to Geis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out. And look at this, it's a fake. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Lions on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And not what he was hoping for there as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now let's go! Green, 39! Green!
On the handoff, it's Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Gun! 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 Gun!
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. In for the score. And the Packers add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And a nice spin into some open field. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end. Touchdown, Packers! As his guys are in for 6. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Back to throw here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. They'll look to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 48 yards. One receiver left, two to the right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit, Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
They'll look to throw here. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting out and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
He'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll drop to throw.
I know when I was a kid,
nowhere to go. Here he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. Now this time he'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way now. It's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. On first down, this is Geis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
He'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. He'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Lions have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They'll set up to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On the ground, it's Geis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind it.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, you picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And that one results in 35 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. He's going to fire one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Here we go now.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The Packers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try the option right here on 3rd down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Green Bay, they close out this first half at a very solid.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the right flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tell you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it all. Quarterback got range if you broke them all. Quarterback did it.